How's it going, everyone? The PlayStation Store is running its spring sale early if you do have a PlayStation Plus subscription. Yes, you can pay money to get access to paying money early, but nonetheless, these deals will be live for everyone come this Wednesday, and I will go over some of the best deals that are live right now for Plus subscribers. If you're not a Plus subscriber, I would not sign up just to take advantage of the early access deals. If you like the offerings for PlayStation Plus Essential this month, maybe sign up for that, and then as a byproduct, check out some of these deals. But with that being said, not all the deals are live right now, so we're looking at deals across a wide variety of price ranges. So let's get right into it, and let's kick things off with Red Dead Redemption 1 and 2. Red Dead Redemption 1 is $29.99, while Red Dead Redemption 2 is $14.99. Red Dead Redemption 1, let's start with that, obviously more expensive given that this remaster, quote-unquote remaster, really was more of a port. Came out relatively recently, like 18 months ago, which is relatively recent by Rockstar standards, and obviously the game originally dropped back in 2010. Red Dead 1, in my opinion, is still one of the greatest video games of all time. I think the game is outstanding. I think John is a fantastic main character, and the story is really, really great. Even the ending, which is a little bit bittersweet, but loved the game, thought it was great. Definitely a smaller game than Red Dead 2, but still a decent amount of content, and you get Undead Nightmare, which is a great expansion as well. Then Red Dead 2, even though we're lacking a PlayStation 5 upgrade, this is legitimately one of my top 5, top 3 even video games of all time. I think I would put it in my top 3. I think Red Dead Redemption 2 is just a spectacular game from a wide range of aspects. The gameplay is great. The immersion, the open world, it is just absolutely breathtaking from an attention to detail standpoint. And even being 7 years old, man, it still holds up incredibly well, and given that, you know, games from 2018 still look incredible today, the only thing I really want out of an upgrade is 60 frames per second. If this was 60 FPS on PlayStation 5, my goodness, I would be recommending it all day. They could upgrade this game to 60 FPS, and then they would probably, like, up the price of the discounted version of Red Dead 2. Instead of going to $15, it would be $25, $30. You know how it goes. I believe at some point we'll get an upgrade for Red Dead 2. I don't think it'll be a free upgrade, but with Rockstar, you just don't know when these things are gonna happen. It took them 13 years to port Red Dead 1 onto modern platforms. Like, who knows with Red Dead 2? It could literally be like 2035 that we get an upgrade of Red Dead 2, and by that point, I don't even think Rockstar would be gearing up to release Red Dead 3, so a Red Dead 2 upgrade around then actually makes sense, alongside, I don't know, maybe like Grand Theft Auto 6's re-release on the PlayStation 7 at that point? Yeah, the PlayStation 7, but yeah, that's Rockstar for you. Assassin's Creed in the news these days. If you don't want to spend $70 on Assassin's Creed Shadows, a couple of other titles to pick up. Assassin's Creed Valhalla, the complete edition, is down to $35. It's 75% off. This includes everything. That's why it's so expensive. The regular price is $140. It includes the base game, it includes the Season Pass content, and it includes Dawn of Ragnarok. So you get 3 expansions and Dawn of Ragnarok and the base game. It's an absurd amount of content. Valhalla is a relatively divisive game. There's a lot of things you can like about the game. It's got great visuals. The story at times is really good. The issue is there is just so much fluff in this game. There's just so much padding in this game that a lot of people will appreciate that. The north of 100 hours of gameplay, well over 100 hours, and with the DLC, certainly well over 100 hours. A lot of people will appreciate that. For me, it was a little bit too much padding. And when I say a little bit, it was a lot of too much of padding. I think there's a good game and a good story here. It's just there's so much to it, and this is a case of, I think, the open world and the content level of this game dilutes the quality of the game. People will disagree with me on that, and I love this setting. I love the Norse mythology setting, Vikings and all that. That's totally up my alley. But yeah, I enjoyed Valhalla, but I did have my issues with it. $35 for the amount of content you're getting is a worthwhile deal if you're just looking at it from an hours of gameplay per dollar spent standpoint. But yeah, Assassin's Creed Mirage is also down to $19.99, a smaller experience with AC Mirage, which is really more in line with what I want. I would recommend you to play Valhalla first. It centers around Basim, who is a character in Valhalla. But yeah, $19.99 for this, I think, is the perfect price point. It's a worthwhile game. It's not really akin to the Assassin's Creed games of old. I would really say it's more in line with the newer Assassin's Creed games, just a smaller scale, which I think that's something that I can appreciate. You know, the Assassin's Creed games these days, I think, are a little bit too big, and you know, Shadows, I can go on a lengthy diatribe about that game, so I won't get to that at this point. But yeah, if you're looking at picking up Valhalla or Mirage, you probably don't have interest in picking up Shadows for $70 right now. But at $35 for Valhalla's Complete Edition, $20 for Mirage, I think those are decent pickups nonetheless. Next up, we have Ghostrunner 2. It is down to $9.99. They do also have the Brutal Edition on sale. Now, Ghostrunner 2 has been a PlayStation Plus Essential title, so some of you guys picked it up that way. I would recommend you to play Ghostrunner 1. A really, really stylish action game that is incredibly difficult at times. Ghostrunner 1 damn near made me break a controller, but Ghostrunner 2 enjoyable. Great soundtrack as well. For $9.99, I think that's a pretty good pickup for a game that's still, you know, fairly recent. It came out, what, 16 months ago, and the sizable discount on that. I'll also give a shout out to Immortals of Aveum. It's 85% off for $10.49. This was also a PlayStation Plus Essential title not too long ago. I liked Immortals of Aveum. I liked it from a gameplay standpoint. I think this game has some of the worst voice acting, some of the like, a terrible story. The characters are unlikable. I wish that this game just focused on the gameplay, the platforming, and those elements, because there's something really, really good here. It's the story and the characters that make this game so grating, because they are so unlikable. It's like some of the worst characters I think I've ever seen in a video game, and I really don't believe that's hyperbole. Terrible voice acting as well, but for $10.49, focus on the gameplay, and I do think there's a worthwhile, you know, first-person magic-oriented gameplay here that ends up being fairly enjoyable, all things considered. Deus Ex Mankind Divided Digital Deluxe Edition, $6.74 on this. You get Mankind Divided and the DLC. Deus Ex Mankind Divided is really good. I just think it does fall a little bit short from a narrative standpoint, and it's a little bit of a bummer because Deus Ex is so tied to the narrative, but it's still an enjoyable game, and it is unfortunate that we probably won't ever get another Deus Ex game, or if we do, it'll be a long, long time from now. There was another game in development. It got canned, so a bummer there. But $6.74 for Mankind Divided, I think, is great. And funny enough, recently, I think it was one of the State of Plays. I think it was at a State of Play. They played a trailer for Hell Is Us, who the main character, I believe, is voiced by the same person that voices Adam Jensen, the main character in Human Revolution and Mankind Divided. And I got so baited into thinking, oh my god, there's a new Deus Ex game being revealed. And then it just ended up being Hell Is Us. But funny story there. Hell Is Us looks great, and I think that game will be really solid, but yeah, I totally got baited into thinking it was another Deus Ex game, and I was so disappointed, but nevertheless, check out Mankind Divided. It's a great time. Tomb Raider Definitive Survivor Trilogy. It's Tomb Raider 2013, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider for $14.99 with all the DLC content. The games are great. I absolutely recommend these games. Tomb Raider 2013 is awesome. Rise of the Tomb Raider is great, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider is really solid as well, and all three games for $15. Definitely a good pickup there. Mafia Trilogy, once again, Mafia Definitive Edition, Mafia 2, and Mafia 3. Three solid action games here. Mafia 1 is great. Mafia 2 is really solid as well. Mafia 3 had its shortcomings, and unfortunately, the open world approach, I think, hindered that game more than it helped it, but still a decent enough game to go through. The entire trilogy is worthwhile, though, and for $15, a good pickup there for sure. Dying Light True Survivors bundle. This is just Dying Light Enhanced Edition and Dying Light 2. Dying Light 1 and 2 are great. Dying Light 1 is the game that most people gravitate towards. I think Dying Light 2 is still a really solid game, and for $29.69 for both titles, I think this is a good buy. You know, not a bad pickup. Dying Light 2 is the reason this bundle is so expensive. That still holds up in price, and on sale it still goes for like $24, so you know, this bundle, not a bad price, but not a great one either. Skyrim Anniversary Edition, $16.49, one of the most iconic video games of all time. There's a reason why Bethesda has re-released this game like a billion times. It's because, you know, easy money, and that's because it's legitimately one of the greatest video games of all time. I wouldn't put it as high on my list as I do Red Dead 2, but probably within the top 15 to 20, which for all the games I've played, top 15 to 20 is still a damn good place to be at in Skyrim. Excellent, excellent game, and even all these years later, 14 years later, it still holds up decently well enough. Obviously, it's a game from 2011, but still fantastic in my opinion. Dead Space Remake 1749. Man, the Dead Space Remake is really, really good. Dead Space is an excellent game from 2008 that they could have just remastered Dead Space and do the collection remastered, and I think a lot of people would have checked it out, but a ground-up remake was really well done as well. Expands it a little bit, and for $17.49, I think this is a good price to pay. I think that initial $70 price tag did push a lot of people away, but it is what it is. These things happen, but a good price there. Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, $9.99 on that. I mean, no-brainer there. Witcher 3 is, again, one of the greatest video games of all time, and that game definitely up there, probably in my top 5 for Witcher 3, but yeah, Witcher 3 is awesome. Can't wait for the Witcher 1 remake, can't wait for Witcher 4, and yeah, just a great game. You get the DLC in that as well, and the expansions to Witcher 3 are great, especially Blood and Wine. But yeah, $9.99 for that is excellent, and the PS5 upgrade is quite good. Final Fantasy 16, the Complete Edition, $45.49 on this. This gets you Final Fantasy 16 as well as the 2 pieces of DLC. The second DLC is really, really good. The first DLC is good, but the second one is really good. And Final Fantasy 16 itself, divisive game here. I think it's awesome. I really enjoyed it. The action gameplay was enjoyable. I get it that people are sick and tired of like more actiony Final Fantasy games. 15 had a more actiony gameplay style as well, but man, 16 is a breathtaking game. From the spectacle, the sheer spectacle of some of these boss fights, it's incredible, and I thought the story was fairly good, even after even in the second half where it goes in a direction that I necessarily wouldn't have taken it to, but still an awesome game, and I would definitely recommend you guys to check it out. I wish it would get a PS5 Pro upgrade, but at this point, still nothing on that, which is a bummer because I think it could really utilize it, and if it's anything like Rebirth, it would be great, but yeah, nothing there as far as that's concerned. Lies of P, 40% off for $36. This is the Souls-like game that everybody loves outside of the From Software games. $36 is pricey, given that it came out 18 or so months ago, but yeah, it's just been holding up in price. Expansion out this summer as well. And then lastly, Sea of Thieves is 40% off for $24. Not really my cup of tea, but I thought this was a good discount on one of those games that's going to give you a lot of content and a lot of mileage for your dollar. So live service game here, but one that's fairly well received, and if you want more of a relaxing, easygoing game, I feel like Sea of Thieves is going to be a fairly good time for 24 bucks. But that is going to do it for me. Again, these are exclusive to Plus subscribers for now, but they will be rolling out for everyone come Wednesday, and the entirety of the sale will be rolling out as well. So these are just some select early access deals. With that being said, that's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.